Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live in Raleigh. Michael, in the future, the governor is going to have to make some limitations when it comes to these emergency orders.
Right. Governor Cooper pushed to keep it in place this long, partly due to flexibility with regulations dealing with vaccinations and testing in the healthcare industry. But starting next year, he won't have the same authority. As the new COVID-19 variant takes hold, the pandemic has not ended, but North Carolina's state of emergency will. Governor Roy Cooper is ending it on the 15th of August after the General Assembly made changes to regulations that state health officials wanted.
We're far ahead of where we were.
Dr. Pia McDonald is an epidemiologist at RTI International.
It's not over by any stretch, but we're becoming more and more familiar from a medical standpoint and from a public health standpoint on how to best intervene.
As the BA.5 variant becomes dominant in the U.S., she expects cases to rise again and says public health officials should stress improving the vaccination rate among kids. The National Academy for State Health Policy says North Carolina is among just over a dozen states with emergency orders still in effect.
A cloud lifted off the state of North Carolina.
Republican Senator Jim Bergen wanted the governor to lift the order much sooner.
I trust the governor to make an initial decision. But then after that, I think you need wise counsel to decide if you're going to lock down a state for more than 30 to 45 days.
Last year's budget made changes to how this will work starting next year. For a statewide emergency lasting longer than 30 days, the governor has to get agreement from the Council of State, a group of 10 statewide elected officials. For an emergency lasting longer than 60 days, the General Assembly has to approve. Do you think this new system will further politicize emergencies going forward?
No, I think it'll make it better. I think it'll make it to where people are actually talking more and working together.
Last year, Governor Cooper signed the budget bill into law that included those changes, even as he objected to them. Even though North Carolina is still under a state of emergency for another month, there have been no statewide restrictions in effect for more than a year. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
All right, Michael, thank you.